Hi and welcome to T10 Info TV SK channel. My name is Syed. Here I'm with the latest news for 16 November 2023. KS Relief gives $15 million to UNRWA aid plan in Gaza. The King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center contributed $15 million to the first phase of the UN aid plan for Gaza, the Saudi presidency reported on Tuesday. Saudi and Brazilian foreign minister discussed bilateral ties and war in Gaza. Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan received a phone call on Tuesday from his Brazilian counterpart Mauro Vieira, the Saudi presidency reported. First fuel trucks start crossing into Gaza from Egypt. The first truck to deliver fuel to Gaza Strip since Israel imposed a total siege on the enclave in its war with Hamas began crossing from Egypt on Wednesday, to Egyptian security source said. The delivery was made possible by Israel giving its approval for 24,000 liters of diesel fuel to be allowed into Gaza for use by UN aid distribution truck, but not for use at hospital, according to a humanitarian source. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau tells Israel killing of babies in Gaza must end. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Tuesday said the killing of women, of children, of babies in the busy Gaza Strip must end. In his sharpest criticism of Israel since war against Israel Hamas broke out over a month ago, Canada has maintained that Israel has the right to defend itself against Hamas after the Palestinian militant group attacked southern Israel last month, killing 1,400 people and taking over 200 hostages. But like the United States and other allies, it has expressed increasing concern over the mounting death toll in the battered enclave, where local health officials say 11,000 people have been killed since the conflict started. Russian Resources Minister visit North Korea amid new missile development. A Russian delegation led by Natural Resource Minister Alexander Kozlov is visiting Pyongyang, North Korean state media said on Wednesday, as the politically isolated state announced new progress in its banned ballistic missile program. Kozlov arrived on Tuesday as US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin met with UN member states enforcing the Korean War armistice in Seoul and said they were concerned that China and Russia are helping North Korea expand its military capabilities by enabling Pyongyang to avoid UN sanctions. Xi arrives in US after Blinken takes wild swipe at China over freedoms. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken took a thin wild swipe at China on Tuesday on the evening of an Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum summit and the first face-to-face meeting between the US and Chinese leader in a year. Addressing a ministerial meeting of the 21 member of APEC in San Francisco just before Chinese President Xi Jinping's arrival in the city, Blinken stressed the US believe in a region where economics are free to choose their own path, where goods, ideas, people flow lawfully and freely. Philippine prosecutor summons former President Duterte over death threat. A Philippine prosecutor has summoned former President Rodrigo Duterte to respond to an accusation that they threatened to kill a Filipino congresswoman. The subpoena dated October 27 but released to the media on Wednesday is part of an initial investigation into criminal complaint filed by House Representative Deputy Minority Leader Franz Castro. UK Sunak suffered a major blow as Rwanda migrant scheme declared unlawful. The UK Supreme Court ruled on Wednesday that the government scheme to send asylum seekers to Rwanda was unlawful, dealing a massive blow to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's major election pledge on immigration before a vote expected next year. The court unanimously rejected the government appeal against the earlier ruling that the migrant could not be sent to Rwanda because it could not be considered as a safe third country. Indonesia and Malaysia urge immediate ceasefire in Gaza during Asian Defence Meet. Indonesia and Malaysia called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the immediate setting up a corridor for humanitarian assistance as Southeast Asian Defense Minister met in Jakarta on Wednesday. Indonesia and Malaysia have been stern supporters of Palestine for decades. Both governments have no diplomatic relation with Israel and have repeatedly called for an end to the occupation of Palestinian territories. No permission to fight the establishment, Nawaz Sharif has decided to fight women. Former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who returned to Pakistan last month in October after nearly 4 years of self-imposed exile, is once again under criticism on social media for making controversial statements about women. Speaking during an event in Quetta on Wednesday in the presence of his daughter Mariam Nawaz, brother Shahbaz Sharif and other leaders of Pakistan Muslim League, Nawaz Sharif said that we have also meeting where women are also present but she sits peacefully. Referring to his party event, the former Prime Minister further said women came and listened to the Jalsa and there is no dhamal or dancing. This is not the culture of Pakistan. Social media users are calling this statement of Nawaz Sharif as anti-women and using words like women disgusted for him. Fly Dubai lands in Kabul, the first international airline in 2 years. UAE airline Fly Dubai first flight in 2 years landed at Kabul airport on Wednesday, making Fly Dubai the first international airline to resume service after the withdrawal of US coalition force from Afghanistan. According to local website Tulo, the airline announced in October the resumption of flight between Kabul and the United Arab Emirates after 2 years of suspension. A statement from the Deputy Chief Minister of the Taliban expressed his happiness over the move, saying that the resumption of Fly Dubai flight is seen and appreciated as an important step. The series of sending aid from Saudi Arabia to Gaza continues. The sixth plane has arrived with supplies. The sixth plane from Saudi Arabia carrying aid to Gaza arrived at Al Arish airport in Egypt on Tuesday. From Arish, these goods will be transported by trucks to Gaza. According to the Saudi news agency SPA, the plane is loaded with food and drinks and necessary equipment for temporary shelter. Like the previous 5 planes, 35 tons of goods have been sent from the 6th plane as well. Bilawals are like young brothers, accusation will not do anything. Former Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has said that Bilawal Bhutto is like a younger brother, nothing will be done by crying and making accusation, everyone should look into their neck. After the meeting with the Raisini brothers in Quetta on Wednesday, when he was asked that Bilawal Bhutto has said that the next Prime Minister will be from Sindh, he replied that the Prime Minister only he will be the one who will be elected by the people. Difficult decision, right time. Babar Azam resign as captain of cricket team. Pakistan cricket team captain Babar Azam has resigned from the captaincy of the team. In his statement on X, Babar Azam said that he has decided to resign from the captaincy of all three formats. Babar Azam said that it is a difficult decision, but I feel it's right time for the decision. Babar Azam wrote that becoming the number one team in the white ball format was collective effort of the entire team, coaches and management. He further wrote that in the last 4 years I have experienced ups and downs, but I have tried with all my heart and passion to restore the honor and pride of Pakistan in the world of cricket. Indian Navy monitoring movement of Chinese warship participating in exercise with Pakistan. The Indian Navy has been keeping a close watch on the movement of a Chinese submarine and warship that are participating in a naval exercise with Pakistan, government source said on Wednesday. The Navy is monitoring the Chinese platform from the moment they entered the Indian Ocean region through the Malacca Strait, they added. Bangladesh to hold general election on January 7, 2024. Bangladesh will hold the much-awaited general election on January 7, the Chief Election Commissioner announced on Wednesday, amidst violent protest by the opposition BNP and its allies demanding a non-party interim government to conduct transparent polls. Chief Election Commissioner Qazi Habibul Awal announced the dates of the 12th general election during the address to the nation that was telecast live, the first such kind of announcement in the history of Bangladesh. Taiwan's opposition parties joined force for presidential election. Taiwan's two leading opposition parties said on November 15 they would join force for January presidential election, but they have not decided which candidate will be at the top of the ticket. KMT, the island's leading pro-Beijing political group, and the Taiwan People's Party have been discussion for weeks over an alliance with two candidates tussling over who should run in the January 13 polls. Indian Congress raises question on release of PM Kisan installment today ahead of MP Chhattisgarh polls. The Congress on November 15 questioned the release of the 15th installment of the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi just today ahead of the assembly election in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh and wondered if it was intentional. While polling in Madhya Pradesh will be held in single phase on November 17, in neighbouring Chhattisgarh, voting for the second phase will be conducted. The first phase was held on November 7. Indian Election Commission issues notice to AAP over social media post against PM Modi. The Election Commission on Tuesday issued a show cause notice to the Aam Aadmi Party for making disparaging remark against Prime Minister Narendra Modi on its social media handle. The Election Commission in its notice to AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal asked the party respond to the charge of model code violated by November 16. The notice come after a complaint by the BJP on November 10. It had sought action against the AAP for posting a very unacceptable and unethical video clip and remark against Mr. Modi. The AAP had posted a video on X featuring a leading industrialist and Mr. Modi. Uttarakashi tunnel collapse, landslides, technical issue in drilling machine affect rescue operation. Operation to rescue 40 laborers trapped under a collapsed tunnel. Debris here for the last 3 days have been hampered after a landslide at a site and technical issue in a drilling machine being used to create an escape passage, officials said. The laborers are safe and oxygen, electricity, medicine, food items and water are being constantly supplied to them, they said. Congress wants to rule MP through 3 families. In Pulbon, Madhya Pradesh on Tuesday, November 14, 2023, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that Congress wanted the state to be ruled by the only 3 families. Addressing campaign rallies in Rewa and Jabalpur, Mr. Shah amplified his attacks on the Congress, saying Congress wants to rule Madhya Pradesh through 3 families. One is Kamalnath and Nakulnath. Kamalnath wants to make his son Chief Minister, second is Digvijay Singh Bhatandar and his son Jigvinder Singh, and third is Sonia Gandhi ji and Rahul Gandhi. Sonia ji wants to make Rahul Baba the Prime Minister. That's all in today's headlines. Keep watching TTN Info TV SK channel by subscribing and do hit the bell icon to receive notification and more updates.